always a team that makes a flashy entrance when they're on the road. Now we'll see if they can back it up on the court. The famous We Love Houston sign just off Interstate 10. We're coming to you from the Toyota Center in the biggest city in the Lone Star State. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Hi, everyone. And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for him.
And the improvement he's shown as a passer is really noticeable. He's developed a much better understanding of how to spread the basketball around and how to keep the offense clicking. And he's a much better player because of it.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got the kid, the monster out there with Cowboy. Then there's the Miracle Man, and it's Wilson in at the small forward. And for the Rockets, they've got Trae Young. Bennett is out there with Barkley. Then it's Neely, and it's Yao in at the center, locking down the middle.
Over the last few years, Jet, the step-back three has become a staple for some guys. Who do you think is the most consistent with it?
Harden and Doncic, easily. You know who started the step-back? A guy named, the first time I ever saw it was Kiki Vandal.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I never saw a step-back until he played.
And it was quick.
Yeah, he used to do a quick step-back. And I'd never seen the step-back move ever in my life before. And I was like, what is that? Is that a walk? He's like, no, it's a step-back. And now we got the step to the step to the step to the step to the step back.
The side back.
And what's going to be the next development?
You're just going to be able to run and you don't have to dribble.
Yeah. We're seeing that right now.
Yeah, exactly.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Back to Young. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Bucket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Not too many teams have been able to win back-to-back titles in the NBA, but Kenny, you were a part of one of those elite groups with the Houston Rockets. Mentally, that's got to be very difficult to repeat.
Yes, the second year is much tougher.
Yeah. Why? Why is it?
Because you become, I call fat cat-itis or complacent. You know, you got guys who are 8th, 9th, 10th man on the team. They're getting TV commercials now. They're coming on the plane with shades. You know, instead of hard hats, you know, they got on velvet hats. It's just a different environment for guys who have not been accustomed to being stars, now being stars.
And not to mention, you go from being the hunter to the hunted. Like, that's a part of it, too, because now you get everybody's best.
Everybody.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Barkley left side. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Wilson. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Kenny, when you first came into the NBA, your coach was one of the all-time greats. Bill Russell in Sacramento, coaching that time the Kings. Was it intimidating for you at all?
Yes. It wasn't intimidating because of his basketball stature. I was more intimidated because of his social consciousness stature, of who he was as, you know, knowing Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, and that I was like, whoa. He was telling me stories so casually. So, you know, Martin and I, like Martin who? Martin Luther King.
Lawrence?
He's like, Malcolm and I, oh, Malcolm in the middle? No,
Yeah.
Malcolm X. I'm like, wow, that blew my mind.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Here's Barkley, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat. Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Houston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Young passes to Barkley. That one falls.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
And it goes down 2 points. That's 7 points for Miracle Man.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Barkley right side. Lets it go. And Young with the basket on the assist by Barkley. Young's got 6. Well, Kenny, you've played with so many all-time great players, one of which was Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. He was a good one. Do you think we'll ever see another one just like the Dream?
I don't think so. He was so unique. His ability, his footwork, his timing. He led the league in top 10 in 5 categories one time.
Isn't that amazing?
5 categories.
That's incredible.
Offensively and defensive categories. Unbelievable. Just a dominant force.
If you think about him, he is what the modern game is today. He was the one guy in his era who played the way bigs can play today.
It's a good thought. The pass to Thunder. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now here is Holiday. Tight defense on him. Pass to Barkley. 11 feet away. The offensive rebound, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And officials have been more vigilant, guys, whistling the travel violations that we see. At the same time, the league revising the rule book to clarify the gather step when players terminate their dribble. Kenny, in that regard, do you like the way the game is being officiated right now?
What is a gather step? Either you're walking or you're not.
Well, it would seem that way, wouldn't it?
Either you're moving or you're stationary.
The gather step's always been there, though. It's just, honestly, a lot of guys didn't have the ability to and didn't know how to master it. Iverson was the first guy that I saw that had mastered the gather step. And that's, to me, it's just kind of the evolution.
Walking in my book, Greg. It's still walking.
No, it's you gathering. You get that extra. It's basically, it gives you a half a step.
I'm old school. Let's walk it.
You're old.
Yeah, and you didn't finish school.
That gives them the lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Rockets trail. And here's Barrett. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Comes up empty down low.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Down low. Here's Harrell. And just miss after miss right now. Los Angeles leading by 4. Inside, here's Gary. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now, here's Barrett. Defense is right there. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. There's the lob to the hoop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. ABC is out there with money, and it's Rain Man. Then there's the Professor, and it's Thunder in at the point guard position. When you look around the league, a lot of great defenders. Kenny, in your view, what makes a great perimeter defender when you think about those names?
Wow, long arms, the ability to slide your feet and play multiple positions.
So PG, Kawhi, those are a couple guys, right?
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, guys who are really going to be able to move around and feel comfortable being uncomfortable.
And I would say that I think, and PG is a terrific defender. He's an elite level defender, but the two best are Kawhi and AD, because those are the guys that can comfortably guard 1 through 5. They can guard perimeter and paint. Consistent.
Great footwork for both of them.
Yes.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Young taking his time here. To the inside. Young. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And Yao Ming's a handful when he's this deep. I mean, virtually impossible to guard. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. Easier said than done, though.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Kenny, you watched the NBA for so long. What are some things you find that make successful front offices in this league?
You can't be lazy. You got to get on the road.
Guys aren't lazy.
There's some guys there, I'm telling you. Can't be lazy. You got to be on that road. You have to understand. It's easy to see kids at Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky. But have you gone to Europe, or yourself as a general manager? Have you gone in the mid-major level and been at games when there's only 1,500 in the stands, but there's Paul George playing? Yeah. Like, have you found him? That's not lazy.
And the thing, he's calling lazy, honestly, is being complacent. And the other thing you got to be, quite frankly, you got to get lucky. You know, you got to get a Kawhi, and you got to get a Giannis, or you got to get a superstar caliber player that allows you to build around. Yes. Otherwise, man, it's going to be a challenge.
Yes.
Timeout called the Rockets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. With the growth of the G League, guys, some have predicted the NBA will eventually expand the draft to more than 2 rounds, or more players NBA ready. Good or bad, Kenny?
Well, it's funny because the Players Association would say they don't want it to expand.
Exactly.
They want it to be because they want guys to have the choice to choose where they want to go.
Right.
I think 3 rounds is necessary now. There's too many basketball players overseas now that are infiltrated into the system to give an opportunity. I think 3 rounds is necessary.
Oh, that was terrific!
Man, my goodness!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Here's Miracle Man, again, Los Angeles.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Neely. He's covered by Leonard. Barkley outside. Looking to end the run. And it's Yao. That time the assist by Barkley. Yao's got 5 points so far.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the 2-hand slam.
really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Young's shot is off.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
A nice shot by Tyler.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Young passes to Yao. Now the dish to Bennett. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Barkley. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Wilson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Miracle Man, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Miracle Man's got 12 points now in the quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Kenny, always fascinating to get your take.
Time out,
we sure appreciate you coming by.
Man, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me, man. Happy to be here. This is the best studio show up top, but we got the best down here by the bottom.
Are they paying you well? Are they paying you well?
Not as well as y'all are. I tell you, not as well as y'all are.
And Clark, has there ever been a smoother transition from on-court star to broadcast mainstay than what we've seen and heard with Kenny Smith?
Very much like his game, Kenny Smith smoothly stepping from the court to the broadcast booth. And, you know, he's been fantastic in his role with the NBA as a broadcaster. And, you know, he's been part of the NBA family for decades now, and he's done it at a high level.
Floats it up there for Harrell, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Barkley. Los Angeles calls timeout. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Thunder's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Thunder. He had 28 points in the win against Orlando.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night, taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosions, watch out now.
Houston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now, here's Barrett. He's guarded closely. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Here's Money, and he dunks it down.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. And joining us once again after his valiant attempt at live action analysis, it's Kenny Smith. That about...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been quite a game for Miracle Man.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
We've got Barkley. Trey Young is out there with Neely. Then there's Bennett, and it's Yao in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defense. That get caught loading a little too much, and then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Money's checked in for Wilson. Rain Man comes in for Leonard. And Thunder subbed in for Miracle Man.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now, here is Barkley. He's covered closely, and he lobs it up toward the rim, hammers the alley-oop through.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Young from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Los Angeles shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. So he makes one of two as the second one misses. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Barkley kicks to Yao. Pass to Young. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
And he comes up with the deuce.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Rob. Rain Man passes to Tyler. Got it. Good job in the low post. Tyler's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
On its way from Young for two. And again, the Rockets good for two.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Scary. And foul on the the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Houston a whole new 5 on the floor. And then for Los Angeles, the professor's checked in for the monster. Magician comes in for money, and it's Leonard in for Rain Man. Barrett the pass to Harrell. And here's the fast break. Here's Gary. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Back to Barrett. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
ABC's checked in for Los Angeles. Miracle Man comes in for Thunder, and he can't hit the second. Leonard on the wing. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Now, here's Barrett. Be right on him. It's good.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Los Angeles now. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit, and that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
A minute 20 left here in the 3rd quarter. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with him.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Outside Holiday. Passes it to Barrett. This one for 3. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Jumps up, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Knocked loose. And there's the pass to McDaniels. And Holiday kicks to Barrett. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Sinks the triple. Barrett's got 12 in the game.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
And so it's Los Angeles, way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you. Right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Money. Cowboy is out there with the monster. Then it's Rain Man, and it's Thunder in at the 1 spot. Here's Jeffries. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's King. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Rain Man. Garrett covering.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Tyler. Shoots over McDaniel. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First one falls for him. Los Angeles. Angeles calls timeout. Love checked in for Houston. Young comes in for Barrett. And then for Los Angeles, Wilson, he's checked in for Money. Leonard comes in for Rain Man. And it's Miracle Man in for Thunder.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Rockets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Pass to Love. Here's Los Angeles now. Here's Miracle Man. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Young. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, and this is Young at his very best. Once he gets a few to fall, boy, watch out. Oh, fellas, that was a vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal. Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. You want to be aggressive offensively, but at the same time, you need defensive balance so you can get back in transition.
That's his first personal foul. At the line, number 91.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. The Rockets have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Young outside to the paint. McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
What a play by Young. Out of that pick and roll, does a great job with his decision making.
Oh, man. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Here's Love. That's tipped. Here's Miracle Man, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Now, here is Young, guarded closely, and the three ball is good. Young's got 11 in the second half.
The most lethal part of Young's game, his outside shot is often on the money. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested, shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
The Rockets making a switch here. Barrett's checked in, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Monster. The Professor comes in for Tyler. Robertson, he's checked in for Magician. And Anthony subbed in for Leonard. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's McDaniels. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And stolen by Love. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And he commits the intentional foul. And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now racking up there, I can't believe I'm saying it, 71st victory of the season. Wow. Not something that happens often. What a ride it's been for this team.
And you got to be impressed with the total command they showed throughout this season series, winning the final game and pitching a 3-0 shutout for the year against the Rockets.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Miracle Man.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
And he makes both free throws. And here is Los Angeles now, off the inbound pass, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. ABC's checked in for Valanciunas. And that one falls for Barrett. And so he makes both from the line. 51 seconds left in the game. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's Miracle Man, and that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. From the inbound, and again another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And now we've got the intentional foul. The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Los Angeles to the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good. And Los Angeles with some changes. Wilson, he's checked in for money. And it's Leonard in for Rain Man.
2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. To the right side. Here's Miracle Man, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
And that's an intentional foul. And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. And here's Los Angeles. Good, he hits again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And that one falls for Barrett. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Here's Miracle Man. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And they go to the intentional foul. And that one falls for Barrett. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Miracle Man. Now off the inbound, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And just a perfectly designed play. Anytime you can get a dunk on the inbounds, you know the X's and O's were in the right spot.
No good on that one.
Shooting for Houston.
And he's good on the second.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well. His guys in their spots.
That's his 6th personal foul.
And that one falls for Barrett.
Taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Miracle Man. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
Hey, that's